So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start this video by saying that if you're not a photographer, please don't give out any advice about pricing. Please don't do that. So the reason why I say this is because people are still not quite understanding how much money that photographers put into all the products that they purchase, software, hardware, education. And I want to explain why someone named Timothy just made a comment and said, maybe I should do it for $30 an hour. And a lot of you photographers are going to give you like, what did he just said? He said, do it for $30 an hour or exposure. And didn't we conversated and talked about why photographers like us should never bow down to anyone that doesn't understand the value of photography and the art and the money and the financial that goes into it? It goes to show that the education and the lack of education for some people is there. It's just lack of education. So with that said, I'm a panda photographer, everybody. And recently I've been going through some clients from hell, because clients want free work. So Anthony, to answer your question this morning, why should I do it for exposure, which is AKA free? Why should I do any photography for exposure, AKA free? That does not make sense. After we just had this conversation, never work for free if you're good at something. First and foremost, I'm not the one that contacted the agency. They contacted me through Instagram. If someone contacted me through Instagram, then my work is obviously phenomenal, right? So why is it that everyone can still not watching the content in full or still saying you should work for exposure, aka for free, when you should never work for free? Here's why you should never work for free. Number one, risk factor. If something breaks while you're on a job, and now no one is going to cover it but you, who's going to pay for broken damages on a camera or a lens? Not the client, you are. So you're losing out. That's why you should never work for free. Two, when you work for free and you continue to do the work for free, people are going to take advantage of you. This is why you should never work for free. Okay? And AKA free means exposure. Don't ever work for exposure. Like I said, if you're good at something, do it for the price that you're worth. I value my work at a cost of $150 an hour for portraits and $200 for events. Events are a very, very complicated situation. Trust me, I have contracts, I have dealt with this with celebrities. And let me tell you from firsthand, it is not that easy to negotiate. You have clients that want to negotiate prices. And this is why I don't continue to do my work with clients that want to negotiate prices. Because prices are final. You do not have the obligation to change prices based on, well, I cannot really afford that, then why are you wasting my time? If the client already knows that they cannot afford you, they're going to try some way to make you feel bad or try to make you feel guilty about something that you should not be feeling guilty about. And as of yesterday, a lot of you tried to make me feel guilty about me not accepting the job. So Anthony, to answer your comment from this morning on that video, never work for $30 an hour. I can do translation for $30 an hour, but I am not doing any editing, any photos, any video for $30 an hour. That is just totally disrespecting yourself, and you're disrespecting your whole entire photography community. You're not teaching other photographers how to be structurally, financially driven to tell clients that, listen, this is final. I can't change my prices based on your income. That's not how it works. You read through my website, you go to my website, you know the prices are final. Like everyone else pays the same prices. What makes you think you can pay cheaper? And this is why people that are not photographers, that are not artists, that do not do art, as an art form or as a hobby do not understand the complexity or the competency of why it's expensive to be a photographer. So let me ask you this question. Should you work for $30 an hour? Mind you, you got to do a lot of editing. You got to do a lot of shooting. You can have 1,000 photos, 2,000 photos. You got to look through all of them. You got to go home. You got to spend time looking through them. Is that worth $30 an hour? No, it is not. Then you got to edit each photo based on exposure, color, the time of day. It's just too much work for $30 an hour, or exposure, which is aka free. Never work for free. Never do it for exposure, and never lower your prices for anyone, including your family members. Photographers, don't listen to people that are not certified photographers. They do not understand what we put into this whole, I guess you can call it career, because most of us now have a career in photography. Most of us have an education, know how to program something. Why do you think people ask me questions about tech all the time on this channel? Right now, I got a guy that wants me to help him with the newer Q3 strobe on his Canon T6i. Now, I did have a T6i, and I know how to work it. So I'm going to help him continue his path as a better photographer, so he understands why he should use these settings when he's using the T6i. Now, the T6i do not have, the problem with that is that the T6i, you can do high-speed shutter at a certain extent, but it works best if you do TTL. So, with that said, everyone, yeah, I just think people need to start listening and start reading. The reason why I say people don't read, because people like to skip to information. And this is why, Timothy, you skipped through some information before we got to that point. Till you got to the point where you made a comment that says $30 in exposure. You missed a lot before that. How can you do that? So I'm asking you, did you watch the content in full? If you did, you should understand that you also should never work for free or exposure. Because now that organization is going to take your photos, and now you have a big problem on your hands. Now they're going to probably either ask you for raw photos, they're probably going to ask you, oh, can we have all rights to the photos? Don't ever give the rights to the photos to your clients. Don't ever do that. You see, this is why you should never work for free. This is why there's so many problems working for free, because now that client or that free client now wants all copyright of all the photos. That is stealing from the artist. You can't request it. I'm sorry, you can't have copyright ownership of all the photos. Only the photographer themselves, he or she, has the right to own copyright ownership of those photos or those videos. So don't ever ask a photographer or a videographer for any raw material, because that's their copyright, and that helps them. Sorry. The point is that it protects the photographer's work and history, and it protects their business from any defamation of character. So with that said, everyone, I wish more people would start listening to what I'm saying in the videos before making a suggestion that I should work for free or exposure. And obviously, Timothy, I give you credit for asking that question, but now you got your answer. Never do it. You know why? Because there's too many problems. People will break your gear, people will sabotage your shoot, people will fuss because it's free work. Now they're taking advantage of you. Mind you, you're not getting free dinner, you're not getting paid, you're literally a slave. And you don't have to be a slave. You do not have to work for free. You should always stand up and fight for what is right for your life and for your rights. I meant to say was, you should fight for your right as a photographer to stand up for your art. Because some people tend to be, oh, your art is not worth that much money. Oh, really? Because I just sold a couple of prints for the value of $150. You tell me. I used to sell my prints for $250, $200, but I went down in price. But now I'm going to go up in price because financially, it's hurting me. It is actually hurting me financially. So don't ever listen, if you're a photographer or a videographer, don't ever listen to advice that someone does not quite understand. People do not understand shit about photography, especially if they never shot in their entire life. They never shot a video, they never shot a picture. Yeah, they probably shot it on their iPhone, but have they really professionally understand the triangle effect? If you guys don't know what the triangle effect is, then you don't know, you do not know photography. So please, I'm asking you to refrain from telling other photographers that's been doing this for some time, because I'm not the only photographer that's financially getting hit. If you look closely, a lot of photographers lost their businesses due to COVID and due to people being so cheap. Now, my friend that's from New Jersey, black African American woman, she shoots Canon. She's on Instagram. She also just went through the same thing. And she'll tell you from personal experience. If you do something for free, then you just rather just give away all your shit. Give away all your camera gear. Don't even own it. You don't own your camera gear. You allow people to own your own camera gear. Just give it away. Just give it away. Don't even bother trying to be a professional photographer, because you are not a professional if you're just giving away all your work for free. You're not. You're a beginner at best, and you still haven't learned a thing about substantially learning how to respect yourself as a photographer. But with that said, everyone, good morning. I hope everyone understands now that it's just like any other job. You have to get paid for what you do best. And mind you, when you have an LLC and you have a business, you should never work for free if you have an LLC or you have a small photography business, because you have bills to pay. And this is why people don't quite understand in this city. Half the people in the city want free work. And this is why my friend, he's Swedish. He's a photographer here. He's a known, well-established photographer here. We talked last night, and he even said the same thing. Yeah, New York has becoming a nuisance when it comes down to having people trying to hire photographers, and then they change the date. They change the price, and then they want their non-container fees back because they changed the date. No, that non-container fee is your slot as booking. If you cancel the booking, I get to keep the non-container fee, because now you're just wasting my time. Guys, I have contracts. I have a contract. You can go to my website. You can view it. Why clients should respect the contracts. And I did not written that contract. My lawyer, Laura, my past lawyer, Laura did. Speaking of Laura, she just emailed me last night because I emailed her about something, and she said, I explained that in another video. I actually want her to appear on my live stream so she can tell all you guys that you guys have the wrong idea about everything that you have seen so far on this channel. You guys are taking things out of context. You guys are not understanding the whole truth and the morality why I'm in New York City. I explained this last night. We were living in Milwaukee with a person named Bob. Highly alcoholic, drug abuser, and we could not stand it. They're stealing and everything. So I put myself out here because I have bad roommates. But anyway, like I said, you guys want to watch that content, please do so. It happened last year of April of 2021. So you should look back on the channel. I'm giving you guys a timeline, because that's when it happened. Between March and April 2021. So please do check out the content, and please watch it in full. And please do not make assumptions based on what you did not see, because I hate repeating myself, because it's so tiring to repeat myself. And let me also tell you guys, if I come down hard on you, you got to take criticism as I take criticism from you, because I noticed that you guys like to criticize my homelessness, right? But when I criticize your ethics about how you're criticizing about my homelessness, because as I said, you guys like to use that as a weapon to attack me with. You know who you are. I'm going to say this one time. You do not like criticism when people criticize you when you say the wrong things, but you want to criticize me for what I'm doing. First and foremost, why are you criticizing me? I am not doing anything that's harming anyone in this city. I'm not committing a crime. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not stealing. I'm not doing anything. So why are you still criticizing my ethics and my value of my photography, or the fact that I'm still currently homeless within the year? Mind you, it hasn't even been a year, and you guys are already criticizing me about being homeless. I just want to know, why is that when I criticize you about your question, you get very offensive? Now, I'm saying this because I noticed a little bit of attitude description. Yes, I was angry yesterday. It's Father's Day. I'm supposed to be celebrating Father's Day, and everybody wants to ruin my Father's Day. And you guys successfully ruined my Father's Day. So I hope you're glad. I hope all of you are glad and happy about that, because it goes to show you that not everyone is on the same page, and not everyone is a good person. And let me tell you, if I bring Laura onto this channel, she's going to tell you that I should not say that. I'll let her say it from her own words. But the things I have done for people, you'd be amazed. You will be amazed. And you got the nerve to criticize me? What have you done for anyone lately? Answer that in the comments below. You tell me what you have done for someone. I don't want to hear, oh, I gave food. No. What have you financially or physically done for someone considerably, constantly, all the time? Do you see the same person all the time? Do you help that person all the time? I want to know right now in the comments, or later in the comments, what have you done to help society get by, to make it better for someone else? I want to hear that, please. I really want to hear it. I want to hear how many of you have done anything positive. Listen, guess what? If you look at the brighter picture, I'm doing something very positive every day. Staying out of trouble, not being a criminal, not being a nuisance, but making content so you guys be aware of what I'm doing, where I am. But that's the point that you guys don't understand. I'm the one risking myself by showing you in real time what I'm living, where I'm living, what I'm doing, what my situations are, and what are my conditions. Any one of you could be a threat to me right now that is watching this video. And that already has happened. We already had a YouTuber came to my hostel and stalked me. We do not want a repeat of that. Because I said something bad about New York. Listen, take it with a grain of salt. Not everyone is a good citizen in the city. And that's the misconception everyone wants you to believe. Everyone is so nice here. No, they're not. Not everyone nice here. Not everyone is agreeable or agree to your obligations. Not everyone approves of what you're doing. Not everyone sees eye to eye of what you're doing. People look at you, they stare at you, they criticize you all the time, they make fun, and then they tell you get out their neighborhood. Is that a good person? No. So, New Yorkers, please take everything what I say with a grain of salt. You already guys saw what happens in Midtown. I've proven what goes on in this city. I've proven what's been taking place. That's my job as a documentarian. Stop fucking with my job as a documentarian. If you guys don't like the content, then go somewhere else. If you don't like the realism of what I'm trying to provide here, then go somewhere else. If you don't like what I am recording at the time, because a lot of you are saying that I'm making money off of homeless people. What? I'm making money off of homeless people on YouTube. Really? I want to see that money. Where's that money at? I really want to see it. Please, where is that money? because I can really surely use it right now. I can really surely use it right now. So what money am I making off of homeless people? These video clips that I'm uploading are awareness. I just uploaded a video about a tourist that randomly sat next to a homeless guy and started conversating with him. Isn't that not enough to show awareness? That's my fucking job. To be a documentarian, to show you what is really going on the other side of the world. Some people that are watching from Brazil, Texas, California, Chicago might want to be interested, like, hey, I want to live in New York City. What is New York City really about? And someone come across my video and say, oh, snappy, this is a real live content. This is real New York. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see these edit YouTube videos. I want to see what really happens in the city. And this is what you really see in the city. You see people walking up about their day, but you also see asshats doing things that they're not supposed to. That's my job as a documentarian, to show you what is really going on in this city or any other city. But you guys didn't have an issue. You guys don't have a problem of me showing you what happened in San Francisco or in Portland, right? But when I come to New York, oh, it's a big problem now. It's so bizarre, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? So you think about that. Why is that you guys want to see California get ruined, or Portland or Seattle, but when I come to New York and want to show the same case, the same circumstances that is going on everywhere else in the world, you guys in New York City get very defensive about me telling a story. It's called storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. And if I decide to tell you that I'm worth more value than you are, did I say that right? Yeah, I think I did say that right. I'm more value than you are, because guess what? I'm taking the risk right now. I am. I'm taking a really bad risk. Can you really tell me what homeless photographer, what homeless YouTuber, other than someone sleeping in their car, what homeless YouTuber without a car like me, on foot, what homeless YouTuber is going to actually upload videos every day and share with you where they sleep, where they eat, how they eat, what's going on? Why am I sharing personal information with you and you're using that against me? See? That's not a very good person. People that take things that are currently bad in your life, let's say right now, let's say right now, like yesterday, Megan used my homelessness as a weapon. Good example, and I know I'm bringing it up once again, but that's a good example. Before she came on, I even said that. Why do people use my current status as a weapon to attack me and criticize me? That's all people are good for these days now, criticizing. And yes, I criticize, but I criticize on a level where it's actually true. Can you literally say that that man that broke my wagon doesn't deserve to be publicized on YouTube? Because someone say, oh, he's an old man, he's old, but he was so intelligent to run out the store and run across the street and try to run into a cab to avoid me getting him on film. You see that, guys? That's a person that's a bad person. That person had bad intentions. That person knew that this property wasn't theirs. This is why I don't quite understand why you people don't use half your brain capacity. Why would you sit on someone else's property knowing that it doesn't belong to you? And on top of that, you go into a market, a store, and you sit and you damage someone else's property. Even if it wasn't my property, it's Walgreens property. Why would you sit on Walgreens products knowing that they gotta sell that product and you just crushed it? See? Same concept. Same concept. So guys, please don't give me shit because I'm pointing something out. I'm trying to help you be better. I'm trying to make you see that this city used to be amazing. But now it's so-so. It's so-so. It's so-so. And yesterday, people said, oh yeah, but Eric Adams is changing the homelessness. Eric Adams is doing the exact same thing that the mayor of San Francisco is doing. Have you noticed that the mayor hasn't been attacking homeless on the subway anymore? That was a lost fight that he was never bound to win. As I said, he was never meant to win that fight. So he started something else. He started a new program. So every 6 months or 7 months, he's going to take 1,500 people and put them into temporary shelters. Again, the shelters. The shelters in the city are not very ethical. People are threatened, people like to steal, people like to take something from you. And you guys are probably saying, well, have you ever stayed in a shelter? I tried to, and guess what happened? We got robbed. We left because I felt three guys were literally targeting me, which they did, because that stupid security guard decided to tell them what I had in my bag. So, there you go. This is why we can't trust people, especially in New York City. Knowing that New York City has the most robbery crimes, well, not the most, but robbery is up high by 45%. You think I want to be a statistic to that? No. So what I do now is tie everything down. Bungee cords, velvet cords, straps after straps after straps after straps after straps. There's no way someone's gonna like try to take this and run, because you know what? It's all tied together. I lock things down together. So now I have to be super cautious and super cautious. Super cautious. Because anyone can be a threat in the city. Anyone. White, black, Asian, doesn't matter. But for someone to devalue my work and say I should work for free, is totally unacceptable answer. You do not have the right to tell me I should work for free or work for less than what my value is. I'm sorry, you guys don't quite understand that these events are, you get tired. It's like doing, have you ever did, first and foremost, I want to speak to the photographers. Have you ever shot a wedding? Because I have. If you haven't been to a wedding, you know that it can be really long and really tedious. And standing there waiting for the shot, talking to people and trying to get a shot of these people, then going there, get a shot. You're literally busting your ass for nothing. So someone else can steal your work and claim your work, and then put a watermark on it too. And I say this because I had worked with the organization here in New York City back in 2018. I did an event. They knew the contract, they read it, but guess what they did? I gave them the JPEGs, right? And they got the nerve to put their watermark on it. And they tried to tell me, oh sir, can you remove your metadata from the image? I'm like, no, I cannot remove my metadata from the image. I'm the copyright owner. You can't do that. Well, you pay for the images. You didn't pay for intellectual property. You pay for images to display for the next event. So you do not own the rights to the photos. I do. And now, when you tell someone that, they get very offensive about it. Well, I'm the client. I think I should have rights to raw photos and all the photos. Like, no, you do not have the right to all the photos, because I have to go through these processes and see what photos that you want. But then you got to work with the client and see what photos they want. And you got to write it down or memorize it and say, oh, picture number 1347. I need that. I need picture 1336. I need picture 1327. I need picture 1326, 25, etc., right? And you want me to do all that work for free? Not even a chance, friend. Not even a chance. Guys, please, take what I say with a grain of salt. I've been shooting photography since I was 12. I've been in business since 2012. Business started to increase for me in 2015, right after my car accident. I came from Japan, I came to the States, I started working on stuff. I went to Wisconsin, I established found ground in Wisconsin. I established found ground in Portland, Seattle, Vancouver, San Francisco, and New York. I got celebrities on my belt. Go to my Instagram, look at my work, look at my event photography. Craig Nice, this is the thing. I asked someone recently, you don't know who Craig Nice, the real Craig Nice is. They're like, who's that? I'm like, wow, you don't know old school hip hoppers, huh? Swift and Weston, Stuck It. It's like, if you're old enough, you should know these artists. These are 80s and 90s artists. That's what I did for these artists in 2018, 2019, and 2019, 2018, and 2017. This is why we come to New York City. We hang with my Japanese friend Tech. He's a professional DJ. He has professional records and he has professional equipment. He knows that my work is good enough because everyone asks Tech, hey, when's your friend coming back to New York? We need some photos. Like, how much does he charge again? And Tech is always telling, hey man, people are saying you need to come back, you need to come back, they need you, they need you. That was the thing back in 2017, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, it's 2022. I know a lot of photographers that are struggling to keep food on their table. I know photographers are trying to keep their studios, and a lot of photographers lost their studios, and I'm one of them. A lot of photographers lost their studios. They had to downsize. And now, guess what? But they don't want to tell their story because it's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It's a way of learning how to tell people this could happen at any time. So financially, save your money. Have a savings account. I did. I had plenty of money on there, but it still did not help me through the pandemic. It still not help me during the pandemic. And now I want to file for bankruptcy. And this person yesterday was trying to tell me, oh, you can go down to the closet and file for free. No, not all LLCs are equal. There are different tiers of LLCs. Different tiers. You should Google it sometime. Gara. So I blocked Gara. She no longer supports. I told her, no longer, do not ever support me ever again. I don't want any donation from you ever again. I don't want your statistics, I don't want your words, because you give bad suggestions. It's like a guy named Michael. He was nice and all, but he's so full of himself. He's so full of himself. He was a photographer trying to tell me what to do. Mind you, he's never traveled outside the United States. He's never learned another language. Mind you. He gives me bad advice. Right? And I told him, why would you give me that bad advice? And then he said, well, it's a long story and I'm going to cut it short. He's full of himself because sometimes he thinks he's all Sony. He's all Sony. Right? But I told him, what is your deal with, with okay, so, let this guy go by. Fucking Go! What do you go? I want to hear that. Guys, the paramedics alarms, the sirens are really irritating my ears. It's so annoying. But anyway, what happened between me and Michael was, one day, Michael tried to give me a suggestion. And I told him, I asked him, are you European? Are you European? But I am. You know that. I have the passport, right? Why are you telling me bad advice? And then my lawyer said that, my lawyer at the time was like, wow, he just gave you really bad advice. Is that a friend? And then he gets mad at the lawyer on Instagram, on the live chat. This happened back in 2017, 18? Yeah, 2018, right? My lawyer's like, why would he give you that kind of advice? That is not for you. What is he? I have to explain to her, like, listen, he's black, he thinks he's know everything, he thinks he's on top of the world, he thinks he's everything, and this is not the second time he's give bad advice. Other photographers told him, like, that's really bad advice, Michael, to give to Panda. Why would you do that? Other photographers told him. That's why he got kicked out of the community on Facebook. He got kicked out of, this is why he's not invited to any of our live streams anymore. He's not invited to my live stream because he gives bad advice. He thinks he knows everything there is to know. I'm sorry, I went to university, I didn't finish, but I got my degree. But guess what? You can have a PhD, and you still don't know everything. So what makes you think you know everything? This is why I ask people, you do not know how to market photography. You're not a photographer. You should not give advice when you don't know the market. And I want to bring another photographer to tell you guys also why you guys, some of you guys that actually offered, that said that maybe I should work for free, are wrong. There's a guy, 126 Photography and 924 Photography. I want to bring those guys on live stream, and they will tell you they sell prints for like $200. When they do photo shoots, they charge like $250 for photo shoots. I'm charging $150 for photo shoots. And these guys are well-established photographers just like I am. Everyone goes to the WPPI, everyone is affiliated with the Photography Association of America. Everyone knows this. There's assurance that needs to be covered. A lot of expenses, and you want me to do it for free or $30 an hour? Not even worth it. This is why I said, guys, I used to do translation in a courthouse at a brief time as an interpreter. That's an easy $30 right there, and within 15 minutes. Boom. But when it comes down to art and photography and editing and video editing and looking at the images and retouching, that is something that is a totally different market. That's not worth $30. That's a market of like, a professional retoucher gets paid what, $500? Yeah, a professional retoucher for one image gets paid like $300-500 for one image. And you guys want me to be absolutely free. Then you guys do not have the respect that you guys are not giving me the respect that I deserve. You guys are not on my side if you telling me to work for free. You're not on my side. You're against me making a living. That's what you're doing. And in reality, that's what you're telling me. That, oh yeah, you should just keep working for free for exposure. I already have exposure. It's called social media. It's called Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Mixi, LinkedIn. I don't need the exposure. I already got the exposure. So with that said, everyone, so you guys are probably going to ask this question, where's your old clients? My old clients don't need images right now. And my old clients, half of them left New York City. Yes, half of the clients that I used to have here left New York City. So, gotta start over again, right? So I've been posting ads. I've been wasting money on ads, by the way. I put money financially. I opened an online store to sell prints. Yes, I opened an online store to sell prints. That's a financial cost. That cost me about $30 to open a store to sell prints. That's an investment. And you want me to do it for free. That's an insult. Again, I'm going to keep saying insult. I'm going to keep saying it because it is an insult to tell another photographer that you are not a photographer, to tell another person they should do it for free, or exposure, or bring down your prices. Then how am I supposed to pay for things if I'm going to bring down my prices? It doesn't make sense. If I bring down my prices, I'm never going to pay rent. I'm never going to pay rent. What kind of suggestion is that? So now, when people ask for services, I said, listen, I'm going to tell you right now that you can go to my website, read the contract. There's a sample of that contract. If you disagree with the contract, then go to someone else, because someone else is going to give you the exact same contract with something similar, and you're not going to like that contract. And I've noticed a lot of people do not want to sign contracts because they want to have no reliability. See that? That's another problem with clients. They do not want to hold full responsibility if they do something wrong. Back in San Jose, back in 2017, I interviewed 2 people to be my client. I was supposed to do a baby shower or a birthday party, and the woman got Spanish, my Latino, got racist. She expected to have an Asian guy. She said, Kiki's Asian. I was like, oh, so now I have to be Asian to have the name Kiki. Oh, my panda. Kiki's not Asian. It's Asian, but it's also Hawaiian. It's also, can be used, anyone can have my name, Keiki. K-E-I-K-I. Keiki. She was expecting an Asian guy. She got all frantic and scared because I was a black man shooting with a camera. Oh yeah, that video is on YouTube. You can check that one out. You're going to be like, oh my panda. It's called The Client from Hell. That's the title of the video. Or the thumbnail. Client from Hell. That was the worst client experience to date. Well, in my experience, that was probably the worst. Yeah. That was probably the worst. One of the worst top 5 to date. Because there's a top 5. And one of those top 5 is just recently just happened. But I'm not going to discuss about it. But just want to emphasize why a lot of you guys are not looking at my best interest, not looking for the best interest of my interest when it comes down to giving me good and best advice. So with that said, everyone, and I'm sorry for my English, and I'm trying to say words, and as I said, like I'm bilingual, so don't judge me if I say a word or I mispronounce a word. I'm sorry. Can't help it. It's just something that is adapted to my language barrier. So take it with a grain of salt, all right? But don't give people bad advice and tell them. And it's like for me. I ask you, hey, I need your son to come work for me. Oh, yeah, but I want him to work for free. What? I don't want my son working for free. My son should get paid for what he does for you. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Let me not be a dick. Let me pay your son. Because it's work. I'm not volunteering. I would never volunteer to shoot an event for free. I'm not a volunteer. There's no such thing as volunteering in photography. There's no such thing. It's volunteering in photography. If you think there's such thing as a volunteer in photography, then you're lost in another world, friend. I don't know what planet you are on, but that is not a planet. But with that said, everyone, I just wanted to make clear what's been going on the last 24 hours. I've been up all night. I've been up all morning. I literally been up all night. I'm a little agitated. Because I wish my Father's Day was even better. Mind you guys, my daughter is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Nami. My daughter was special. And I just posted a photo on Instagram, and everyone's like, oh, my panda, she looks so cute with that kimono. I'm telling you, she was the true panda. She is the true panda. I'm the second panda. Let's be real about that. I'm the second panda. She's the true panda. Even though I was called panda first, but she's the true panda. She was my making. But I got into a car accident in 2014, and I still have nightmares of that accident. That's why I'm so mad. Like, I wish I can change time, and if she was here with us, I guarantee you she'll curse you guys out. And I will allow her to. You know why? Because some of you guys need to be told. Because you're too arrogant. And my daughter is not a cursor, mind you. She just has a smart mouth. She talks like she's 35. When she was 8, she just talks like she had, yeah, Nami had her mother's intuition, which she didn't hold back, but she also has minds. But the point is that Nami was a very good child. And what happened to us, the car accident, someone hit us, yeah, that ruined everything. Ruined my sense of smell, broke my teeth, had to get surgeries. Like, that's why if you look at my face, if you ever had looked at my face, you can see the scars. My sense of smell is not there because of the car accident. My sense of taste. I lost my energy for eating foods. I've been through a lot of crap, but I still keep going and still move forward. But there are some people in the world that really do not want you to move forward. They want you to stay put. They want you to be a sorry son of a bitch. They want you to be pathetic. They want you to be on welfare. I'm sorry, but I refuse to be on welfare. I'm sorry. I'd rather fucking be independent than be on some statistic. Oh, you use food stamps. Yes, I'm not making fun of food stamps, but I really do not want to be a statistic. Oh, look at this guy. He's just throwing boxes on the ground. Did you just see that? Yeah, we just saw that. FedEx guy just threw that box on the ground like it's nothing. Wow. That is so messed up. Are you seeing this right now? He's just throwing the box on the ground. Are you seeing this right now, guys? This is how your mail gets handled. You just see that? Wow, FedEx, do you have any explanation why your employee is doing that? Just throwing boxes. Look, that box says, that's a sticker that says do not crush, maybe? That pink sticker right there. You see it, guys? Wow, he's just throwing the boxes. Look at that. He's just throwing the boxes. See? I was not kidding you about New Yorkers. They don't care. Look at that. They don't care. They do not care. Look, I'm showing you. Right now, I am showing you in real time what New Yorkers do not all New Yorkers, but this New Yorker here, as a FedEx driver, you do not appreciate your job? That sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. He does not appreciate. Oh yeah, let's get his face. Let's get his face. We got his face. Yeah. Well good job, guy. Well, good job. Well, good job. Throwing people's freaking packages. Yeah. You're smart. I know you hear me. It's not cool. Not cool at all, man. Not cool. Not cool. That's not cool. I don't care what no one said right now. That wasn't cool. That is not cool. You're just throwing people's fucking mail and breaking shit. And this is how a lot of returns come back. This is why a lot of returns come back. When your mailing provider doesn't mail your shit properly and safely to your apartment or to your business, they want to throw your boxes and yeah, that's way to go. Way to go, FedEx. Bravo, FedEx. You just showed us that you're incompetent. Well, not FedEx, but your employees. Some of your employees are incompetent. They just threw boxes like that on the ground. We got his face, everybody. You seen the purse. You seen the purse. I do not kid you. People, I said this before. It seems like people do not really love their jobs in this city. It's just like, I need this job, but I don't want to go to it, and it's and I got proof of that too. A traffic worker didn't want to do her job. I got that on video. So I'm not sure if I want to upload that or not. But it's a 1 minute clip. She did not direct traffic. She almost caused an accident. Yeah. But we have seen a FedEx driver. Let's get that license plate though. We got that license plate. And we got the driver. And we got truck's number is 462711. You just don't throw people's packages like that. That's not how you become a FedEx driver. Don't be like the United States Postal Service. Please, do not be like the United States Postal Service. They already sucky. They already charging me $50 for a P.O. box. $50 for a 3x5 mailbox. I used to pay, what, $14 at one point? It went from $14 to $21 to $38 to $48. Oh. This is where my money goes to, everybody. I need a P.O. box. In order to keep my bank account open, I need a mailing address. That's why I use P.O. boxes. But FedEx, you got to explain to us, the community, what we just saw. That was unprofessional. Just throwing people's boxes and packages. Not very cool, friend. Not very cool. What else can we capture on video? People not doing. Oh yeah, let's go to Target. I'm going to show. If I walk in Target right now and show you guys what really goes on in that Target, you'll be like, wow. So people are just not really doing their jobs there either. Yeah. You got to literally wait around for someone to come and help you and assist you. And it takes like forever. Same thing with Walgreens. Not really committed. And last night we went to Walgreens and I had to take the video down because I want to use that video as evidence. Because now, this is why I emailed Laura, because I was profiled inside Walgreens last night when we went to go get water, remember? Whoever was on last night with me in the live stream, we went to that Walgreens. Yeah, guys, we need to discuss about that because the Hindu woman told the security guard to follow me. And when I was looking at the water, I was like, too many of them on sale. I looked to my right and he's standing right over there. And I was like, okay. But he's like, he had his legs crossed like this. Like, just standing. I was like, are you staring at me? Because you got your legs crossed like you're watching me. Because, well, he's like, well, I was told to surveil what you're doing. I was like, oh, you were told to follow me. He's like, yeah, because we've been getting a lot of thieves. And I was like, oh, so your boss, not the boss, but the Walgreens employee, the manager, thinks I'm a thief because I have a backpack on? What the? So when I went to the register, I told her, I was like, so you had your security guard follow me. I pulled out my media pass. I showed, I'm going to write this in a story, but I'm also going to document it. You have no right to do that. Because you consider me as a thief? Okay, that's discrimination. So I took the video down, but I downloaded the video, and I want Laura to look at it and tell me, do I have a case against Walgreens again? Because this happened before at Walgreens in San Francisco. Before they closed down all the Walgreens in San Francisco, I had $2 currency bills. If you guys don't know, US has $2 bills. I had a bunch of those in San Francisco. I go to my Citibank all the time and get those, okay? I like the $2 bills. If you want to tip in $2, it's easy. Just tip the $2 bill. You make people happy when they see that $2 bill. Like, whoa, I haven't seen that in a while. Oh yeah, you can request those from your bank. Trust me. Just go to your bank and request it. Hey, can I get like $100 in $2 bills? I'm like, yeah, we might not have some in stock, but we can get them within the next few days. Sure, I wait. But anyway, I go to the Walgreens in San Francisco. That's on video too. It's on YouTube. It's on my channel. And I got arrested for having $2 bills. So what happened next was a Homeland Security had to come to the Walgreens And as I was at the Walgreens, they took me down to the police station. The Secret Service agent said, this is a real $2 bill. Let him go. And they all felt like shit. I went back to that Walgreens and said, I'm pressing charges and I'm suing all of you for discrimination. But that just happened last night. But this time didn't happen about a $2 bill. The guy was, listen, the security guard, I am so grateful that he's being honest with me. You don't get that much honesty from people. You don't. But he was like, I was told to follow you. That's my job, and they told me to follow you because we're getting a lot of thieves. So they lock your shit up, like every other Walgreens does in New York City. Have you noticed in New York City, you go to Walgreens, everything is locked up now, even food is locked up. This is why it's a nuisance. You gotta wait around for some FedEx employee to come and get you a bag of chips from a closed counter. It just shelves. That doesn't make sense. Well, it does because there's a lot of thieves. But to point me out as a thief, come on. That's why Hindus can be racist too. And I literally told her, like, if I found out you literally had this guy follow me on a racist remark as a racist antic, I swear I will sue you and come back. And she looked at me and said, I'm so sorry. No, don't apologize. I walked away, and then I thought I was recording the video on the previous app. It was, but it didn't transfer to the live stream. What it did was made a separate video. It made a part 2 of that video. So I downloaded that part, and now I want Laura to see it. I want her to tell me if I have a case or not. Because that was just not called for. And I want to go back to that Walgreens, and I want to speak to the other manager. I was like, listen, I was here last night. That Hindu woman that was working here, the other manager, I'm the professional. You're asking security guard to follow me because I have a backpack? What are they going to do? Take the backpack off and try to stuff stuff in the backpack that I already have stuff in? There's no other place where I can put stuff. What is wrong with people? This is why people don't use their heads. They don't use their brains. But anyway, as I said, guys, I think that FedEx driver fucking knew I was recording him. I'm glad that you knew I was recording him. You can't say nothing. Freedom of the press, baby. Freedom of the press, baby. But what he did was very unprofessional. Oh, that's an interesting looking box. What the hell? What kind of box is that? That was an interesting little box. But anyway, guys, I'm charging. And I'm live streaming. And I'm just giving you guys my thoughts. That's all. And what we saw was totally not professional. This is why I need to invest in a GoPro and leave the GoPro recording for hours. And I guarantee you guys will, oh my panda, the footage is so, New York is so crazy. That really happened, yeah. That really happened. We got stood up in New York City multiple times. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, the purpose of this video was to demonstrate and tell you and explain and have a conversation with you without being upset. That you cannot tell a photographer what to do when you're not in his shoes or her shoes. You do not know how to financially market yourself if you don't know how to price yourself. You do not understand the market. So please, refrain, if you're not a photographer, refrain from telling people how to run their business. If you've never run a business, you don't have, I'm not saying you don't have any right to tell, or to have, I'm not saying that you don't have a right to have a conversation with me about the topic. But when you give that kind of information out, when you know it's not accurate, it's just, it makes people shake their heads. Like, can I rely on this person to be smart? Just like my friend yesterday, I don't know what he was thinking, but he literally was voting for the agency that contacted me and wanted me to do the work for free. I was like, no, man, How the hell am I supposed to get to fucking Brooklyn with no transportation? They have to pay for transportation. Yes, the client has to pay. If the client has you moving about and you have to go to one, they're supposed to pay for everything. Food, accommodations, travel, expenses, everything. But with that said, I just want people to respect not just me, but every other photographer in the world. Please give us the respect that we deserve. That's all we are asking for. Give us the time to explain why we value our work at this price value. And I can prove why I value, actually, I can prove it 10 times fold why I should be marking up my prints and marking up my services. Because I spent a lot of money on the software and all the education that I needed. I spent the money on the camera gear, the lighting, the days, the hours, the years into this particular. I was actually responding to your comment, Timothy. So Timothy just came in here, guys. This is a guy that left a comment. So you guys wanted to know, Timothy, I explained this earlier about your comment. Because there's a lot of photographers who are going to explain why would you say that. So just a fair warning, Timothy, you might get criticized for your comment. But Timothy, no one should work for $30 an hour as a photographer. I don't care. No one should ever do work for free. No one should ever do work for exposure, aka free, because that's a risk. You break a camera on shoot, you're screwed. You got no money to replace it. You got no money to fix it. And the client, you did it for free. And there's too many problems, Timothy, as I said earlier in this video. Too many problems for working for free. You're breaking camera, you're done. You're done, okay? Not only that, the client wants all the photos and wants to copyright it. You're done. If you're going to work for free, you should just give away. You should just give all your camera gear away. If you're going to do work for free, just give it away. Give someone your camera. Give someone your lens. Give someone all your software because you don't deserve it. Because you're not an artist. You're not standing up for the foundation. You're not standing up for the grounds of other photographers. You're not teaching an example to other photographers why to stand up and never take shit from clients. Never take shit from clients. I don't care if the client is right or not. You're right too. You are trying to provide a service. Mind you, I did not contact them. They contacted me. So when someone contacts you, that means your work is good. Someone needs you to shoot, that means your work is good. But when someone says, oh, but here's the problem, Timothy, we can't pay you. Walk away. Timothy, you should walk away. When someone does that, Timothy, walk away. Don't ever lowball yourself. Don't ever lower your expectations to anyone. It's like, I'm going to stick my prices at $200. You don't like it? See ya. This is why they did not have a photographer. And this is why Lord Brian said this. Why don't they do it themselves? Because they probably don't know how to work a fucking camera. They should have at least paid you your commute in some cash, even a couple of $100. Timothy, that is correct. But this is New York City. There are a lot of people that do not want to pay artists for their work. They want to steal it. For example, that Instagram artist that stole a lot of Instagram. Okay, so there was an Instagram artist that was stealing other people's Instagram work, and then he had a gallery and people got upset. He literally stole people's work. He got sued, by the way. He went to federal court. It turns out he went to federal court and got sued. He owes over $1 million now in damages. Okay, don't do that. This is why your work is valuable. When a judge says you cause too much damages to other photographers and artists, you have to pay more than $1.5 million in damages, your art is worth value. Mind you, yeah, that happened back in 2017? And the 2020 update before COVID was that he got sued by several artists for what he did and lost. He lost. Timothy, New York is not awful. It's just some of the people are awful. Some of the people here are awful. Look, right now, this is a great city to take a photo like this. Boom, look at that. Bang, that's a great photo. Bang, that's a great... No, we're not taking a picture of this dickhead building. No. We're not going to take a picture of that dickhead's building. Yo, Trump, you suck. No, we're not going to do that. But the point is, guys, never, ever get on your knees and beg for money. Don't ever. You guys will probably say, well, isn't donations begging for money? No. I want you guys to contribute to my work. I want you guys to buy a print. I want you guys to support if you want to support. I always say, if you want to support financially, that's your obligation. You do not have to. But I'm also trying to tell you that right now, I'm not the only photographer that is suffering and miserable and hurting right now. There's so many photographers that are not getting that many work. And it's summer. This is supposed to be portrait season, wedding season. I don't even see enough weddings. I don't see a lot of weddings. That's one of my concerns. I don't see a lot of photo shoots going on. I do not see a lot of weddings going on. And normally in Central Park, you would see a bunch of weddings, bunch of photography going on, but you don't see it because people do not have money right now. Well, here's the thing. People have money right now. People do have money. They do have money. If you can afford to buy a pair of $300 Yeezys, you can afford to buy a fucking $2,000 phone, and you can afford to buy a $300 jacket. You can afford to pay for photos, friend. You want me to make you look nice and pretty, but you don't want to pay? But you got all that fancy clothing on? That makes me want to criticize you. Why you are trying to abuse me and use me? I have a right there to criticize you now because I see right through you. You're trying to use me and abuse me. You're going to tell me I don't have money, dude. We can collab. I hate that word, collab. We can collab. I don't want to collab for free. I'm already struggling financially. I need all the paid work I can get. New York is possibly one of the worst states in the country. Right now, New York is actually number 3. California is number 1, I believe. Because right now, the state of California is going through some shit right now. It's unbelievable. Governor Gaston needs to be out of office. He's literally a dickhead. I'm sorry, Gaston, but you're literally not a good governor. You're not a good governor for California. We need someone open-minded, flexible, understands. Urban communities need more help. We need more housing in California. There's too many homeless in California. Too many. Guys, the number increased this year. There's over like 300,000 homeless people living on the streets in California. California has what? About 8.5 million people living there? Well, LA itself has about like 4.5, 5.5 million people or something like that. San Francisco has what? 3.4 million people? The Bay Area? Yeah, it's literally a mess. So New York is not so bad, but it's it's all about who's in office. Politicians ruin everything. Doesn't matter, mayors, politicians. Yeah, they ruin everything. I've been homeless for about 8 months. Wait, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 10 months. 10 months. And did you see that person there? Her name is Megan. She's a troll. She lives in New York City. She hates when I criticize New York City. She does not like when I post a video about New York City. She does not approve of it. Just now, she's like, go get a restaurant job. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you trying to steal? Listen to this, guys. Why is she trying to steal what I said yesterday? See? That's what I'm talking about. I just told you guys yesterday that on Friday, I decided to go down to these restaurants that are looking for floor managers. Once again, I'm doing that because I'm good at that job. And she's trying to use that against me. Go get a restaurant job. Why don't you go get a restaurant job? Fucking eh? Mind you, that we're not staying in New York that long. We're leaving. We are leaving soon. I do not think he would like any... Wait. I do not think he would like any city he... complains about San Francisco when there is now... What? I don't understand that. I do not think he will like... I don't understand that comment. You gotta rewrite that, friend. I don't know. Madison, Wisconsin is better than New York City and California put together. I just had someone here from California, from New York City. He works at the hostel. I told him, go to Madison. You're going to see how beautiful Madison is. He went there. He goes, I can't believe how quiet and so clean Madison is. I said, I told you. It's so, you don't even see trash on the ground in Madison. He said the food is so much better than New York. I was like, because this is junk food. All this is junk food. In Madison, you don't have to spend so much money on a nice dinner. You don't. But here you do. You have to spend so much money on a nice dinner and it's not even cooked correctly. So Timothy, the reason why I applied to the manager job, because my parents, my Japanese parents, I used to work with them at the my mother used to work at the restaurants. I used to be her sous chef. I also have work experience in restaurants here in the States at a Southwestern restaurant. So, and I used to work at a ramen shop. So, and I used to make ramen professionally. So I know how to make ramen. This is why I'm going to take the floor job. But then again, I'm not going to get the job. Because guess what? The employer is going to say, how long are you going to be around? We need someone for like 6 months or so. I'm like, not going to be around that long. And this is why I don't get jobs. Because I'm leaving. And my situation is, like I said, there are people out here in New York City, there are employers that will take your situation and use it against you. So, for instance, the last employer says, but you're homeless, how can I rely on you if you're homeless? Like, are you serious? Are you serious? I travel for a living. Like, isn't that not reliable? Isn't my resume not good enough for you? I never got fired from a job. I always resigned. But it's going to happen again eventually. I guarantee it. You'll see soon. Why apply for a manager? Gotta start somewhere, like a server. No, I'm not doing server, and I'm definitely not doing bussing. Guys, Timothy, all of my jobs, and all my professional jobs, I never got paid under $21 an hour. Never got paid under $21 an hour. When I was working for Porchlight, I was getting paid, well actually technically, Porchlight was giving me $19.18. So I was working under $21. But the point is, I never worked for less than $11.75 an hour. I'm not busting no tables for no $11.70. That's not gonna help me to pay for my expenses. And, oh, by the way, to pay for contacts, because I wear contacts. Gotta replace the contacts, right? No one's gonna replace my allergy medicine. I don't understand why allergy medicine is so expensive right now. Oh yeah, that's right, inflation. We talked about that last night. But, like I said, New York City has its quirks, like every other city. But I expected better from New York City. Why I expected better? Because I used to come here all the time. It was always fun to come here. And I never had to deal with well, I did have to deal with some headaches, but the point is, it was always good to come to New York and make money. And now, can't even make fucking money. Everyone is like, I don't have it. But I just saw you spend $300 on bare Easies. But with that said, everyone, I'm Panda. All I'm trying to say to you guys is that please respect people about what they do as a job, how they make their income, especially us photographers. Stop trying to cheat us out. Just stop trying to lowball us and saying that your work is not worth this amount of money. Listen, if you're a photographer, you're giving your clients like 12 portrait shots for $60, then you're doing the wrong thing. At any pro photographer, it's supposed to be 5 to 6 shots. The best 5 to 6 shots. Period. If you give away more than 10 shots and 7 shots per yeah, you're just wasting valuable time. Any photographer say, listen, you pick out the best, you pick the best of the best, and you give that client what they pay for. But with that said, everyone, I've been up since yesterday. Holy crap. I've been literally, I walked around Manhattan, I came back up, I went all the way down to Midtown, I went all the way down to, and came back to the east side, walked down to FDR Drive, came back up to, from the east, coming up 59th Street, and came up here. Whew. I literally got probably like 30,000 steps last night. Oh, the sun feels so good. The sun feels very, very good. Because yesterday it was very windy. It didn't feel very comfortable. And I set up a doctor's appointment just to make sure I don't have pneumonia or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. You guys need to be careful, man. You guys got robbed. Two delivery drivers got robbed last night. Yeah. These guys need to start carrying up tasers or mace or something. These guys are getting robbed every day. It's so fucked up, man. These guys are trying to make a living delivering food to people and they get robbed. Yeah, 2 guys got robbed last night. One's not in critical. He's like in the hospital with a broken rib because they beat him up pretty bad. They took his bike, they took his money, their phone, his wallet, their helmet. Come on, New Yorkers, man. Please let people survive. Come on, friends. You're all trying to survive. That's so messed up, man. I feel bad for the delivery drivers, man. But sometimes the delivery drivers, they do not obey the laws on the street. I say that because the other day, the day before yesterday, someone got into a bike accident in the bike trail, and the guy he just biked off, while the woman was injured, and some ransom people was helping her. I was like, oh man, that sucks. I wasn't here to see it, but that's what people were telling me what happened. I was like, what happened? Like, this delivery driver just crashed into her, going the wrong way on the bike path, and he just got up and left. Timothy, I already did that. Timothy, I already have done that already. That's why you have to look back at the videos that I have already uploaded. You gotta look back. I already exposed that. And then someone said, I should be careful because these drug dealers, they got cell phones too, they watch YouTube too. If they find out who you are, they could, yeah. So I have to stop exposing these assholes selling those guys. Okay, so I was on 7th Avenue on 35th Street one day, and I see this drug dealer give this guy some crack. I'm like, seriously? And two police officers just walked by too. I was like, they did not see that? Okay, let me start recording. So I started recording. Mind you, it was a rainy day that day, and when I was recording it, someone said that I should be really careful because these people will probably beat me up. And I'm like, they can try. They can try. But yeah, we're not trying to focus that anymore because YouTube has been copyright striking my videos and demonetizing my videos. So yeah, we don't make money on YouTube. No, I'm not being harsh. I'm just saying you got to look back. You'll see it. You can see the war on drugs. You'll see it, and you're going to see a whole bunch of other content. You're going to be like, oh, wow. And this is why Megan and everyone else who want to criticize my homelessness are not looking at those videos. They're trying to avoid or deviate from what the real problems in this city. I'm not the problem in this city. The city problem is within. I'm a visitor was trying to establish some farm ground here, but I decided that I'm not going to stay in New York City. I'm going to go back west where I belong and not come back here for a while. I'm not going to come back here for a while. Not till everyone gets their shit together and stop doing what they do. Robbing people and stealing from people and jacking delivery people? Come on. Why are you jacking these people trying to make a living? So there's a lot of content that you guys have not seen, that if you're new, you should go all the way back to last year. And you got to play catch up. Look at it, noisy too. So noisy. One fire truck here. One come over there. Yeah, one there. One here. So noisy. It's very, very noisy city. What is going on? Is there a fire? I don't see smoke. I do not see smoke. Someone's probably stuck in an elevator again, probably. Look at the new city bike. Look at the new. These are the new city bikes they got. Look at those. Fancy. So fancy. So fancy. Timothy, it's not that I'm harsh. I'm really directly, listen, I am very direct. I don't hold anything back, okay? And this is why I'm like, I don't understand why New Yorkers want to criticize me. When I criticize them back, they want to get a bitch fit. I call it a bitch fit. Because it is a bitch fit. Because you are being a bitch. And you catching a fit. Because what? I tickle a bone that maybe I was right about something? Guys, take it with a grain of salt. It's not to insult you. It's to try to tell you that you guys are not out here. Okay, so, for instance, Megan is a New Yorker, but she's never in Manhattan. She's never in Manhattan, or she's never down here to understand what is really going on. They stay in their neighborhoods. They stay in their neighborhoods. They don't go out every day. So how will you know what goes on in the city? See? I am the documentarian. She's not. I'm the one that's telling the story. She's not. And she's the one that said, I make money off of homeless people. I want to see that money. I still need to see where that money is going, because I don't have it. How am I making money off of homeless people? I really want to know, because I want to see that money. Alright guys, with that said everyone, it's been over an hour already. Let's see if this thing is charged. Nope, not charged. I just did a review on that baby. Sucks. Sucky suck. Oh, look at this bad boy. Almost done. Alright. Been standing here for like 2.5 hours. Fuck. But then again, I stand all the time. I don't have a bed. I don't have a chair. I stand all the time. I'm not committing any crimes. I'm not doing anything to harm people. But people curiously do not like to be on camera. That's why you see a lot of people, they look at you like, I don't want to be on fucking camera. They cover their face. So, well, it's a public sidewalk. Can't do nothing about it. It's closed. The note on the door. Read. This is why people don't read. Guys, it literally says it's closed today. It literally says it right there on a white piece of paper. This is why I said people don't want to read. I just proven that point, kind of. It says it right there. Citibank is closed. That part is closed today. Or not Citibank, Chase. Chase is closed today. Just for today. No one wants to read. I'm trying to tell you guys, this is what happens all the time. People go to your website, they don't want to read all the fine print. They skip. Just like when they watch your YouTube videos, they skip. They don't have patience. You gotta have patience. You see who else is going to actually go to that door and not read the sign. I want to see how many people are going to that door when there's a white piece of paper right there that says, we are closed today. The branch hours are closed today. I've seen 3 people do it so far. We just witnessed one person just ran up the door and didn't even read. Guys, when I always go somewhere, I always read what is going on. I pay attention to my surroundings. Guys, this is why people are not paying attention to their surroundings. Gotta pay attention. What do you think I'm moving around like this for? I'm doing this so I can pay attention to my surroundings. Because honestly, you can't trust anyone. Anyone could be a threat. Anyone could be a threat. Anyone can harm you. Just like the guy that sat on my wagon and broke my wagon. He didn't pay for it, and he didn't want to say sorry. But you can see it in the video, he paused right before he got in the cab, he looked down, he heard my exact words. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's see if she'll read the sign that's on the door. Let's see. She glanced at it and didn't see it. Wow, it's right there. It's on to your right, lady. It's on to your right. Read, right, on to your right. White paper, white paper, white paper. Locked. See? It's right there on the paper. It tells you why it's closed. Oh, my panda. See, people do not want to read. Now, yes, there's a difference between private clients and the banking. That's open, but that's not open. But the point is, people do not want to read. I'm going to keep saying that because I also explained this yesterday, that people keep walking up to me and saying, hey, do you know where this is? I'm like, but you have a cell phone in your hand, ma'am. I don't even know where that place is. You can Google it. And she goes, oh, I just asked someone else. I'm like, wow, so lazy just to Google and use your phone. Then what's the point spending $2,000 or $1,500 or $1,000 on a phone if you're not using the Google feature? It defeats the purpose. It literally defeats the purpose why you're visiting a city without using your Google Maps. I use Google Maps on everything. It's a very reliable tool, tourists. Use it. Or visitors, you guys should use it. I'm telling you, use it. You guys want to look on social media. Here's the thing, people want to use social media, but they don't want to use their smartphones to do the necessary thing to keep them safe or keep them to where they need to go safely. I don't understand that. That's so backwards. Yes, social media is not a safe place. It's a place where people harm other people. People torment people. People make fun of people. It's not a really, no, it's a difference, friend. People have to start paying attention to their surroundings. They need to. They have to. They better. Or then they're gonna start complaining like, oh, I was just walking down the street. He just went up on me. Well, stay off your goddamn phones. Some of these people are just on the phones just to be on the phone. Some people are just on the phones. Oh, young man, please read, young man. Right there on the right, it says why it's closed. And he's still trying again. Oh my panda. Oh my panda. I swear to you, I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, dude, you tried the first time, then you're going to try it again the second time. Wow. I don't know, but that entitlement is very, very, very noticeable here in the city. Everyone sees entitled. Oh, here's another one. Wait, oh, she didn't read it. Wait, I guess she did read it and it just kept going. But like I said, that to me that was funny. That young man, not once but twice, tried to open the door when it clearly says we are closed today. As I said, guys, I don't know how much I can prove to you why people don't do the necessary important part about being human. Pay attention to surroundings, read everything that you touch, make sure that you know what you're getting, make sure that this is what you want, and make sure that you read the ingredients or whatever that you're doing, make sure that you read where you're going. Because in the subway, not yesterday, the day before Friday, I was in the subway, and this woman, another woman, walked up to me and says, a guy said, how can I get to the downtown? Sounds like it's right in front of your face, sir. It's right above him. There's a sign that says downtown platform, this way. The arrow was pointing down the stairs. He's asking me that very same question. And I'm saying to myself, why are people not reading? The subway system is the easiest to use. It's not that hard. Whoop. Not reading. Not reading. See? Not reading. How many people is that? 5, 6 already? But anyway, guys, people are not reading. Guys, the subway system here in New York City is so easy. So easy to use. So easy. It was so easy that, remember, I went on a Japanese date back in March with that Japanese girl from Japan. We went out to dinner, right? Even she knew how to use the subway system here. And it was her first day. Oh my Panda. And she didn't have to even use her phone. She just read the signs in the subway. Read the signs, and she looked at the map. It's not that hard. But people want the easy way out all the time. They want the easy way out. They want everything done for them. No. You're going to have to do it yourself. You're going to have to do it yourself. But with that said, everyone, what was the timeline with that the FedEx driver just threw the boxes out the window? What timeline was that? Was that 40 minutes or 45 minutes? I think it was 40 minutes. I'm going to double check because I want to point that out to FedEx. This is what your employees do. Okay. We had heard it. But with that said, everyone, I'm going to get going right now. I got to charge my phones. You guys want to support the channel, all you have to do is subscribe, hit the notification bell icons to get more notifications. If you guys want to support the channel in other ways, there are Amazon links down in the description below. This video has not been monetized because YouTube keeps demonetizing my videos, so I'm not going to even stress it. So if you guys want to support it financially, you guys can. There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You don't have to, but it's there for anyone to support. Because I'm not no different from any newscaster or any podcaster. If I criticize something, don't get mad. Just take it with a grain of panda salt. With that said, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of mine because I have no obligations today, other than try to talk to Laura about what happened to me last night. That was very distasteful. What happened to me last night should never have happened to any black man or anyone in particular. Because I have a backpack on, you assume that I might steal. We should go to that Walgreens right now and confront her. So why did you get the security guard to follow me inside the Walgreens? That is so uncomfortable. His job description is to make sure that everyone's safe and no one's stealing. And no one was stealing. Because I had a backpack on. Yeah, fucking A. Racist Hindu woman. I can't believe that. LL. What happened? I don't know. What you tell me what happened. Why are you here? I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm about to go, guys, and I guess you guys can fill LL on, or unless he can watch this video from the very beginning. But the very beginning of this video was more about the photography standpoint. Don't ever lose respect for yourself. Don't ever lose respect and let someone tell you how to price your photography. Don't ever let anyone tell you should work for free, because no one should work for free. Everyone has a right to make money. Everyone has a right to be equal and make fair wage. Do not let someone tell you that your art is piece of shit and is not worth this much, when they are not the artists themselves. Keto shot. I'm so joking. There be racist. There be racist AFs. Too many. What? I'm so joking. There be. Oh, they be racist AF too. What? Even though they are dark too. What? I'm so lost, hero. That's. Everyone is racist. Black people racist towards black people. Oh, wait. Black people racist towards me because I mess with Asians? You saw that? You saw that a couple of videos ago? That was crazy. Everyone is racist. Everyone dislikes each other. It's just New York City, man. This is why I love Madison, Wisconsin. Love Madison. Midwest is where to be right now. Yeah, I did confuse myself when I read that. Hero, how much do you charge for a portrait shoot? Hero's a very good photographer, everyone. But how much would you charge for a photo shoot for 7 images? Mind you, you should not do a portrait shoot and give your client 20 images, 50 images. No, that's too much work. It's too much work. No. I was confused when I read it, but to me it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Right now, Hero charges $200 an hour. They pick the 5 eds. See? Was I wrong for telling you guys earlier how to shoot your portraits? You should not give away no more than 6 images per shoot. Why are you giving your clients 20 images, 30 images? You pick the best of the best. Period. And that is it. Thank you, Hero. You are a lifesaver. Oh, Hero, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to make this announcement. I have a moderator. He's from the Netherlands. So, and we have known each other for 4 years on this platform. I made him a moderator. He's been watching. He does not like how some of the conversations are headed. He will ban people. Just to let you know, he's a very good friend. Cloud will ban your ass if you get out of control. So just to let you know, you get a timeout first. The second time, if you do something the second time, you get a timeout again and you get a last warning. Just to let you guys know. So I'm looking for moderators. So I'm looking for moderators. I'm jumping into youth sports now. It's a lot more money, and it's only on the weekends. That is true. This is why I was going to think about getting back into rollerblading, but rollerbladers are too fucking cheap to pay for photographs. New York rollerbladers always want to contact me. Hey, can you make me a flyer for a contest? You gotta pay me. I'm not doing that for free. You taking the time out of my day to stop to make you a flyer? You gotta pay me for that. No, friend. Hey, tell him I'm joking when I say crazy stuff so he don't ban me. Yeah. Cloud is not here because Cloud is not here right now. I don't think. No, he would have prepared already. He's in the Netherlands, so like, I need to go back there anyway. Be nice to go back there. Because Cloud has been on this channel for about 4 years now. He has seen everything. He has seen IRS come out to me. He has seen all my photo shoots, my clients. He's actually sat through my live streams when we do massive parties here with my buddy Tech. He witnessed all. He's like, how you get these celebrity clients? Like, I'm good at what I do. But now my peoples are not here. Tech is not here. Yeah, everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone left. Half of my friends left New York City. Half of my clients left New York City. But I want to make 2 more people a moderator. That's what I'm making an announcement about moderation. I'm looking for 2 moderators, honest moderators that have been on this channel for a while. Not newbies, no offense newbies, but you have to understand who I am. Because obviously some of you are still trying to develop who I am, or trying to figure out how I end up in this situation. I already explained that to you guys. We could still be in Milwaukee if my roommate would have just man up a little bit and stop doing drugs. Yeah, I can't deal with that. No, I'm not gonna have a roommate doing fucking drugs and then having some roommates stealing my shit and having their friends steal my shit and taking shit out my room. No, I'm not gonna keep tolerating that American bullshit. No. Get out of here with that, friend. Dude, I went to 2 skate parks. Wait. You went to 2 skate parks down there, and they are like, I got $10. You can take 4,000 pictures and make a video intro from the X Games. Actually, I used to be in an X Games. If you guys don't know, I used to be a pro rollerblader. Before X Games decided that rollerblading wasn't a sport, in 2021, in 1998, in 1997, and 99, I was in the X Games, and I was in the Asian X Games because I wanted to qualify. I was a sick rollerblader. Oh my panda, I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna make you cry and play skate. So skate is like, you go, if you miss a trick, you get an S. You miss another trick, you get a K. You miss another trick, you get an A. You miss another trick, you get a T. You miss another trick, you get an E. And then your final trick is like, if you miss, you get skate. That means you lost. So, when are you going back to Portland? I want to talk to my, okay, so I'm waiting right now. The reason why I'm staying in New York City is because my Turkish friend is trying to get money together so I can shoot some portraits of him and his wife to be down in West Virginia, okay? I'm waiting for him to gather the money because this is probably the first, not the first, but this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to see him before I go west. Because he came back from Turkey this year. Mind you, he's the same guy, the same Turkish guy. When I was working for Portlight, I helped him find a place to stay for free with one of my friends. His visa was valid, but his employer canceled his employment, which meant that he had no employment under his visa. So he had to go back home, but he had to, he was waiting for, at the time, he had a girlfriend, not the same girl, but she was here for an extra 45 days, so he wanted to wait with her, and they wanted to go to New York together. So he's back in the States, and he wants me to shoot his portraits and his candidates. So I'm waiting for him. Once he tells me that he has some money, he sends me the money. I'm going to West Virginia first, shoot that portrait for a day, and mind you, he's paying me $1,000. He's paying me $1,000 for an entire day. $1,000 for an entire day. You see how my international friends want to pay me? But domestically, no one wants to pay me? Oh, you remember that roommate, Hero, Bob, right? Too crazy. Hero, explain to these folks why we left Milwaukee. We could have had to still have a place. I could have probably got a job there. We had to leave because he was toxic. Stealing from me, man. You literally was stealing from me. You let your friends come in my room and steal my stuff. And then you're going to say, well, I let you stay here for free. No. You talked to my parents because they wanted me out of San Francisco. They did me the one last favor. They offered you money and you declined it. You told my parents, remember that? He told my parents that Keki's been my friend for a long, long time. He has helped me got through some stuff when I was in Madison. It's time to pay back a favor. And he used, like I said, people want to use my homelessness against me as a weapon. Oh, my panda. Yeah, that guy was taken up. Yeah, that guy was really a hero. I would never become friends with him ever again. And that's because of that girl that he was dating was getting him back into alcohol. Literally. Because when I left Madison, right at the beginning of the pandemic, going back to Vancouver, he wasn't drinking. He wasn't doing cocaine either. And I never see him do that drug, ever. Until he met her. She was a bad person for him. And even our own friends told him, like, yeah, you got to get rid of that girl. She's bad. She's a bad influence. She's making him spend his money on drugs. But guess what? She works with children. Wait. Not just any children. She works with children with a disability disorder. And you doing drugs? Oh, my penny, you should get fired. You should get fired. They get mad at you when you confronted them. Yeah, they got mad at me when I confronted them. It's the same shit when you're here in New York City. When you confront people in New York City about something, they get mad. Hero, this is why I just, people don't watch the content in full, but you, sir, are a lifesaver, because you've been through it. You saw what happened. You saw what happened there. Stealing my shit, man. Taking my stuff. Stealing my food. Like, you are not vegan. That shit was $10. $10. All my parents for some sausage, vegan sausages, and they ate it. I went to Chicago for a photo shoot with DJ EQY. If you don't know who EQY is, go to the Instagram now, look up EQY, like the word Y, like Y, W-H-Y, all one word. Even he said, yo, dude, that's some fucked up shit, dude. They literally waited till you left to steal your stuff, eat up your food, and you just went grocery. I didn't even touch the food. I was going to come back and make ramen. I was going to make okonomiyaki. I was going to make all this video content, how to cook. And these people stole my food. It's not just the food. There were some other things that were valuable that his friend took. He never wanted to confront his friend. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving. I'm going to New York. I don't need you, man. But your parents want you to stay here. I don't care what my parents say. You're a bad influence and you're not a good friend. And this is why my parents are not talking to me, because they wanted me to be in Wisconsin. They did not want me to come to New York. They wanted me to stay in Wisconsin. Same thing happened to my friend of mine. Met a girl and he got into some super hard drugs, and now he looks pretty much like a zombie. Oh, my panda, man. Look at his handsome face. Look at his beautiful skin. I'm going to be 42, and I'm looking like I'm 30. I'm 28. Yeah, he's looking like a zombie now. Fucking doing that stupid shit. Kids, people, don't do drugs. Okay, marijuana is not a drug, so go enjoy yourself. But don't do the other stupid stuff. It could ruin your life. It could not guys, when you do drugs, you do not have things like this. You end up selling it for drugs. You will not have nice things like this if you do drugs. Trust me. Don't do drugs. Stay away from the shit. It's so bad. Don't let people pressure you to do stupid stuff. Stop it. You're your own man and you own your own woman. You should You should grab your nutsack. I don't care if you're a woman. Grab that nutsack, ladies, and tell someone, go fuck off with your stupid drugs. Go eat a bag of dicks with your stupid drugs. That's what you do. They got a problem with it? Tell them. Panda's gonna come and kick your ass. That's what's gonna happen next. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do drugs. Please, stay away from it. I don't like roommates that do drugs. Sorry. I can't stand it. I know. I can't stand it. But anyway, most of my roommates have been women anyway. And my best roommate, which was only temporary, was my buddy, Allah, from Saudi Arabia. We were UW students at UW. He was supposed to be my roommate. But we had to get this American douchebag that was lying about everything. It turns out he was lying about everything. He literally deceived us. He didn't pay his rent for fucking 3 months. We almost got kicked out of the apartment because he broke the fucking lease. So I told the landlord, at the time when I was living in Wisconsin, when I was a student, I told the landlord, this is why I told you I didn't want a third roommate. I can afford to pay this whole entire apartment by myself. Shit, but it's too big for you. But I'm a YouTuber. I'm an artist. I need the space. This is why that landlord, had to give me all my rent money back from that year of 2010. Because not only she violated what was that? Because I took her to court. Because she tried to take me to court by saying that we damaged an apartment, but she didn't realize that I'm an artist. I record everything. I record when we moved out, everything was completely clean and furbished. She shows images of broken holes in the wall, a broken AC that, come on guys, that AC is 1969. That AC was not working. This is why we wanted to move out from that place. And she lost. Oh wow, she lost. My landlord lost. Put it like that way. You should do more like walking tours. I did. Timothy, please stop watching this video and go to the other videos that I did the tours. No, there's tours of me walking around the city. I walked from 96th Street all the way to 34th Street. We also went from 34th Street all the way down to World Trade Center. Remember that? So, Timothy, I know this is your first time here, but you got to go back in the YouTube channel and look at the content. If you want, I actually even did a video of me riding the subway for 45 minutes. Because people wanted to know, outside of New York City, is New York City subway safe? So I have to prove to you guys, is it safe or not? And in that video, we ran into some confrontation on the 1 train, where a guy did not want to be recorded. I told him, I'm doing the project, it's too bad, it's a public space, I can film, I can do what I want. You don't have to be on film, but you don't have to be in this car either. You can move to the next car. He tried to give me shit. So watch that video, you're gonna like, oh wow, people are really trying to give you shit in New York City, Panda. Yes, I also did a bridge crossing, twice. Twice. And we pushed this up Williamsburg Bridge. This is 187 pounds. We pushed this across the bridge twice. Can anyone say they can do that? Not really. Because you guys will be tired. I'm too tired, Panda. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to lose weight, you want a good workout, come join the Panda workout. It's only $24.95 for a day. Yeah, $24.95 a day. I make sure I make you sore by the end of the day. That's what I do. I walk. That's what I do. And you guys will be like, you walk too much. Yeah, I do walk too much. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm OCD. I don't know. But I gotta go, guys. Oh, wait. 19% battery left. Gotta go in the archives. He's got, and once he walks through, yeah, I even got some, yeah, just look at the Timothy. Enjoy yourself. enjoy yourself. I don't know, grab a beer, I don't know, grab some popcorn or some quesadillas or something. Actually, that sounds pretty good right now. A veggie vegan quesadilla. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Are we going to have another victim? Are we going to have another victim going to the door? Let's see. Yep. You're going to have another victim. There it is. It's going to walk to the door and it's going to, you're locked out, friend. It's right there on the side. No. There's a white piece of paper on your right side. See, people don't read. See? Oh, now he's reading. it. You get it now. Yes. Oh, my panda. I love being a documentarian. It's so fun to record everything that you see in the city. Hey, pretty girl. I see you smiling at me. Hey. Oh, hey. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't understand why people don't read. It's right there. Yeah, here, you gotta show Timothy the ropes around the YouTube channel. Okay, friend? You gotta show him the good stuff. So you're like, oh wow, that really happened? Yep, happened right here in New York City. And people are in denial about it. Megan is in really big denial. That's why she's blocked. She's really big denial about it. But then again, she's been a pest. She's been a kind of a nuisance from the very beginning she came in here. Go to Harlem. They can cheat you. I'm not going to Harlem. Last time we went to Harlem, things didn't go right. I'm not going down yet. You're crazy. Maybe I should go to Harlem. Actually, that's not a bad idea, actually, to bring you some new content. Okay, guys, who wants to support me going to Harlem right now? Not now. Let's say we go tomorrow. Who wants to support that adventure for tomorrow? Raise your hand. Who wants to go to Harlem tomorrow? Raise your hand. I want to know who wants me to go to Harlem tomorrow. I want to see what is going on in Harlem, actually. It's summertime, so what is really going on in Harlem? That's what I really want to know. I'm pretty sure you guys are kind of curious too, right? Yeah, right? You guys curious. You guys want to know what's going on in Harlem, right? I might just go. I have to walk there. I don't have transportation. I'm going to have to walk. But Glenn last night donated $10.75. That's why we went to the Walgreens, and that's why we got fucking discriminated, pretty much profiled in Walgreens, which is terrible. But, hey, you guys, shut up. So that company is responsible for that lady's death. So you guys don't know what happened to the biker and the lady? Yeah, a lot of bullshit going on, guys. Ooh. Damn, I love me some Asian women. Asian women are so beautiful. Guys, may I say this on record? Asian people are so beautiful people. So beautiful people. I don't care if no one says Asian people are beautiful people. Oh, my panda. I love their hairstyles. I wish I had that hair. Well, I did have long hair. If you watch my YouTube, guys, you want to see an old picture of me? Go to my Instagram or my Facebook account, right? Go to my old pictures. You're gonna see I was 17 in Japan with 2 long ass pigtails. Oh, my panda. I was getting the ladies with the pigtails. They're like, ooh, a chocolate guy with long, nice, beautiful hair. I can't find an emoji. Chat says how much? How much what? That Harlem heat. Well, you think we can survive in Harlem? Yeah, we can survive in Harlem for a day, right? I think so. On 125th? We could walk down, straight down 125th. But I'm telling you guys, that's going to be a really long journey for me. I'm going to be sweating. I'm going to be pushing this wagon. So if you guys want to see that, do the shuffle. Do the shuffle. Mr. Bombastic. What's shuffle? Oh, my panda. What's shuffle? Yeah, I kind of miss my long hair now. If you guys want to, like I said, guys, if you guys want to support the channel, just subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell icons. If you guys want to do it further, you guys want to buy some of the gear that I use, there are Amazon links to some of this stuff. If you guys want to support the channel financially, that's up to you. There's no obligation for that. I have a Patreon. I also have a PayPal, Cash App, and a Venmo. All down in the description below. Oh, that's an old song. Oh, yeah. You're right. Do the shuffle. Yeah. Now I get it. Okay, now it's registered in my head. So I do understand that. It is registered in my head. Thank you for the reminder. But if you guys want to support tomorrow's, yeah, maybe not tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we go to Harlem. Yeah, we need to get away from this rich neighborhoods. Oh, my panda. Everyone wants to be fancy. Listen, you don't need to be fancy. Listen, like I said, if I was to win $1 million, I'm still going to be cheap, but I'm going to give people, I'm going to help some people with that money. Just like I said, if I win my EEOC case against my last employer, if I win that case, oh my pen, I'm going to help a lot of people that I know that needs that money right now. So, P. Diddy or whatever he calls himself. It's a Puff Daddy dance. Really? I didn't know that. I'm not a big fan of P. Diddy. Actually, I'm not a fan I'm not a fan of him at all. Actually, the only thing I remember him doing was dating Jennifer Lopez at one point in his lifetime, and that was it. But then again, damn, she's been around the block too many times. Ew. An old Rolling Stones song. Yes. Okay. But anyway, guys, let me know if you guys want to contribute to tomorrow's Harlem adventure. But Harlem has a lot of hills, so we might have to try to stay flat, because literally pushing this thing all the time can literally be exhausting, especially when it's hot and the sun is out and there's no clouds. Oh man, you're sweating. You're going to be sweating like a monkey. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. But if you're a photographer, don't ever back down. Stand your guard. Don't ever let someone tell you how to price your images or your work. And even if you don't get the work, keep trying. That's all you have to do. Just keep trying. He was always corny. Yeah, he's a corny fucking artist. He's not even an artist. He's a producer. So like, yeah, what is he? He owns his own clothing label, his water. I don't buy any of his stuff. But anyway. But let me get going. Let me charge my phone, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And if you guys got any suggestions on how to get free ramen today, let me know, please. Because I didn't eat last night. Well, I had water, I had potato chips, but that's not food. I had to buy water because I was really thirsty. So, yeah, needed to buy water. But if you guys got an idea how to get free ramen, let me know. I really want to, I need to eat something. I'm hungry. But with that said, see ya.